The reading from Prophet Malachi, Navi Malachi, Chapter 1. The message of the word of Yahuwah to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said Yahuwah. But you asked, in what way have you loved us? Was not Esau Yaakov's brother, declares Yahuwah? And I love Yaakov, but I have hated Esau, and have laid waste his mountains and his inheritance for the dragons of the wilderness. If Edom says, we have been beaten down, let us return and build the ruins. Yahuwah of hosts said thus, let them build, but I tear down, and they shall be called border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahuwah is enraged forever. And your eyes shall see, and you shall say, great is Yahuwah beyond the border of Israel. A son esteems his father, and a servant his master. And if I am the father, where is my esteem? And if I am the Adon, where is my reverence? Said Yahuwah of hosts to you Kohanim, who despise my name. But you asked, in what way have we despised your name? You are presenting defiled food on my altar, but you asked, in what way have we defiled you? Because you say the table of Yahuwah is despicable, and when you present the blind and the slaughtering, is it not evil? And when you present the lame and sick, is it not evil? Bring it then to your governor. Would he be pleased with you? Would he accept you favorably? Said Yahuwah of hosts. And now entreat the face of El to show favor to us. This has been done by your hands. Would he show favor to you? Said Yahuwah of hosts. Who among you would shut the doors so that you would not kindle fire on my altar for nothing, for naught? I have no pleasure in you, said Yahuwah of hosts, nor do I accept the offering from your hands. For from the rising of the sun even to its going down, my name is great among the nations, and in every place incense is presented to my name, and a clean offering. For my name is great among nations, said Yahuwah of hosts. But you are profaning me, in that you say the table of Yahuwah is defiled, and its food is despicable. And you said, oh, what weariness! And you sneered at it, said Yahuwah of hosts. And you brought in plunder, and the lame and the sick, thus you have brought in the offering. Should I accept this from your hand, said Yahuwah? But cursed be the deceiver who has a male in his flock, and makes a vow, but is slaughtering to Yahuwah what is blemished. For I am a great sovereign, said Yahuwah of hosts, and my name is revered among nations. Chapter 2. And now, O Kohanim, this command is for you. If you do not hear, and if you do not take it to heart to give esteem to my name, said Yahuwah of hosts, I shall send a curse upon you, and I shall curse your berechot, your blessings. And indeed, I have cursed them, because you do not take it to heart. See, I shall rebuke your seed, and scatter dung before your faces, the dung of your festivals, and you shall be taken away with it. And you shall know that I have sent this command to you, as being my covenant with Levi, said Yahuwah of hosts. My covenant with him was life and peace, and I gave them to him to revere. And he revered me and stood in awe of my name. The Torah of truth was in his mouth, and unrighteousness was not found on his lips. He walked with me in peace and straightness, and turned many away from wickedness. For the lips of a Kohen should guard knowledge, and they seek the Torah from his mouth, for he is the messenger of Yahuwah of hosts. But you have turned from the way. You have caused many to stumble in the Torah. You have corrupted the covenant of Levi, said Yahuwah of hosts. And I shall make you despised and low before all the people, because you are not guarding my ways and are showing partiality in the Torah. Have we not all one Father? Did not one El create us? Why do we act treacherously against one another, to profane the covenant of the fathers? Yehudah has acted treacherously, and an abomination has been done in Israel and in Jerusalem. For Yehudah has profaned what is kodesh to Yahuwah, which he had loved, and has married the daughter of a foreign mighty one. Let Yahuwah cut off from the tents of Yaakov the man who does this stirring up or answering, and bringing an offering to Yahuwah of hosts. And this you have done a second time, you cover the altar of Yahuwah with tears, with weeping and crying, because he no longer regards the offering, nor receives it with pleasure from your hands. And you said, Why? Because Yahuwah has been witness against you and the wife of your youth, against whom you have acted treacherously, though she is your companion and the wife of your covenant. And did he not make one, and he the remnant of the Ruach? And what is the one? He seeks a seed of Elohim. So you shall guard your spirit, and let none act treacherously against the wife of his youth. For I hate divorce, said Yahuwah, Elohim of Israel, and the one who covers his garment with cruelty, said Yahuwah of hosts. So you shall guard your spirit, and do not act treacherously. You have wearied Yahuwah with your words, and you have said, In what way have we wearied him? In that you say, Everyone who does evil is good in the eyes of Yahuwah, and he is delighting in them. Or where is the Elohim of right ruling? Chapter 3. Say, I am sending my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me. Then suddenly the Adon you are seeking comes to his Haikal, temple, even the messenger of the covenant, in whom you delight. See, he is coming, said Yahuwah of hosts, and who is able to stand when he appears. For he is like a fire of a refiner, and like a soap of a launderer. And he shall sit as a refiner and a cleanser of silver. And he shall cleanse the sons of Levi and refine them as gold and silver, and they shall belong to Yahuwah, bringing near an offering in righteousness. Then shall offering of Yehuda and Jerusalem be pleasant to Yahuwah, as in the days of old, as in former years. And I shall draw near to you for right ruling, and I shall be a swift witness against the practicers of witchcraft, and against adulterers, and against them that swear falsehood, and against those who oppress the wage earner in his wages, and widows and the fatherless, and those who turn away a sojourner and do not revere me, said Yahuwah of hosts. For I am Yahuwah, I shall not change, and you, O sons of Yaakov, shall not come to an end. From the days of your fathers you have turned aside my laws and do not guard them. Turn back to me, and I shall turn back to you, said Yahuwah of hosts. But you said, In what shall we turn back? Would a man rob Elohim? Yet you are robbing me. But you said, In what have we robbed you? In the tithe and the offering. You have cursed me with a curse, for you are robbing me, this nation, all of it. Bring all the tithes into the storehouse, and let there be food in my house. And please prove me in this, said Yahuwah of hosts, whether I do not open for you the windows of the Shamayim heavens, and shall pour out for you boundless berekah, and I shall rebuke the devourer for you, so that it does not destroy the fruit of your ground, nor does the vine fall to bear fruit for you in the field, said Yahuwah of hosts. And all nations shall call you Baruk, for you shall be a land of delight, said Yahuwah of hosts. Your words have been harsh against me, said Yahuwah. But you have said, What have we spoken against you? You have said, It is worthless to serve Elohim. And what did we gain when we guarded his charge, and when we walked as mourners before Yahuwah of hosts? And now we are calling the proud Baruk. Not only are the doers of wickedness built up, but they also try Elohim and escape. Then shall those who revere Yahuwah speak to one another, and Yahuwah listen and hear, and a book of remembrance be written before him of those who revere Yahuwah and those who think upon his name. And they shall be mine, said Yahuwah of hosts, on the day that I prepare a treasured possession, and I shall spare them as a man spares his own son who serves him. Then you shall again see between the righteous and the wicked, between the one who serves Elohim and the one who does not serve him. Chapter 4. For look, the day shall come, burning like a furnace, and all the proud and every wicked one shall be stubble. And the day that shall come shall burn them up, said Yahuwah of hosts, which leaves to them neither root nor branch. But to you who revere my name, the brilliance of righteousness shall arise with healing in his wings, and you shall go out and leap for joy like calves from the stall. And you shall trample the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet on the day that I do this, said Yahuwah of hosts. Remember the Torah of Moshe, my servant, which I commanded him in Horeb for all Israel, laws and right rulings. See, I am sending Elijah, the Navi, before the coming of the great and awesome day of Yahuwah. And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with utter destruction. I love that teaching, the chapter 4 of the book of Malachi, because there are millions of people who have totally become messed in their thinking because they've been inundated in their thinking by, let's say, definitely the Catholic Church, because the Catholic Church talked about eternal hell, fire, punishment. And we just read by the prophet there's no such thing as eternal hell. You either want to live forever, or you will be turned into nothing. You will be turned into ashes, and then in the new world that really does come, we're not talking about Illuminati, but the real new world that comes when Elohim makes everything brand new, you will not exist, and it's as if you never existed. That's the punishment. There's no such thing as eternal hellfire. So all praise to the Most High. The reading is blessed by the prophet Malachi. It's a small book. It's a beautiful, and it's right to the point. Those type of books, that should make people understand. Serve Him. Listen to your elders. Go speak to somebody who's 100 years old, and you'll testify, and you'll hear their testimony that they listen to Elohim, that they follow the commands. That's why they have long life. That's why they live past 100 years old. You will never find somebody who's over 100 and does not believe in the Elohim, Yahuwah Elohim. You will not find that. For it's also written in the book of Psalms that He uproots the wicked. They don't live. The wicked are an abomination in the sight of the Most High. So He takes them out before they can even grow in this life. And that's the word of the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Yahuwah Elohim, His Son Yahushua Mashiach. Peace, love, blessings, salem, and shalom.